I dropped our dinner on the ground and walked out when my boyfriend asked me, "What's for dinner tonight, bitch?" This happened over the weekend. I was at my boyfriend's apartment making us dinner because he was swamped with studying for upcoming exams. He had asked me to come over and help take some pressure off, so I figured I'd be supportive and cook something nice. I made a big pot of pasta with chunky meatball and veggie sauce, one of his favorites. When I told him dinner was ready, he looked up from his laptop and said, in this overly exaggerated tone, "What's for dinner tonight, bitch?" with emphasis, like he was trying to be funny or dramatic. The second I heard that word, my whole mood snapped. It wasn't just that he said it, it was the way he said it, like he thought it was hilarious, like it was some kind of punchline. I've had a rough history with that word. It's been weaponized at me in previous relationships, and it hits a nerve every time. Add to that the fact that I'd had a tough day at work already, and I was feeling burnt out, so I didn't say anything. I just dropped the pot of hot pasta and sauce right there on the floor. It splattered everywhere, on the floor, the cabinets, and some of it even landed on his rug. I said, "Well, I guess nothing's for dinner tonight, and I better not hear you use that word again. It's for the girls, not for you." He got up immediately, not to apologize, but to freak out over the mess. "Are you serious? That got all over my rug. You're seriously acting like a bitch right now. I don't even know what else to call it." That was it. I grabbed my bag and walked right out. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I just left and picked up takeout on the way to my friend's place. I told her what happened, and she thought it was kind of funny in a chaotic way. We split a bottle of wine and chilled while my phone blew up with texts, calls, and voice notes from him. His excuse? That the "What's for dinner tonight, bitch?" line is a TikTok trend. Apparently, people film themselves saying it to their girlfriends and then record the reactions. He was just trying to make a video, just joking around. I don't care if it was a joke. I don't care if it's a trend. It was still disrespectful. I came over after a long day to cook for him. I wasn't filming a skit. I was doing him a favor. That moment wasn't for content. It was real life. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb and didn't answer anything for the rest of the night. The next morning, he was pissed, sent me a bunch of angry texts, saying I needed to come back and clean the rug because he was too busy with exams to do it himself. I was actually disgusted he just left sauce sitting there all night. I replied, "Yeah, so that's the batch tax, honey. Leave me alone until you're ready to handle your own cooking and cleaning, because this batch isn't anymore. Also, it's vile you left that soaking overnight." He called me right away, saying he didn't mind doing his own chores, but since I was the one who threw the sauce, it was on me to clean it up. I told him straight up, I'm not comfortable doing household chores for someone who thinks calling me a bitch is a funny joke. He doubled down on the whole TikTok defense again, saying it was never meant to be serious. That just pushed me over the edge. I snapped and said, "Well, guess what? I'm starting a trend called saucing, where people just throw pasta sauce around for fun. Just a little joke, right? A little prank, bro. You can't be mad. It's just a trend." He hung up on me. We haven't talked since.